before I go ahead with this, let me tell you that in order to audit the going concern of the entity, there is one separate essay called as Essay 570, which deals with how to audit the going concern assumption ka appropriateness of the entity. So students, what is given in Essay 570, that I am not discussing over here. I am straight away coming to the conclusion. Okay, that we will discuss in Essay 570, but I am creating the base. I am coming to the conclusion currently. So after performing all the procedures which are given in Essay 570, if auditor has concluded after performing procedures as per Essay 570, please understand there are three possibilities. Either auditor has concluded that going concern of accounting is appropriate. Going concern basis of accounting is appropriate, proper. Let's do this. Okay, no problem. Then it is okay. There is no need to highlight anything in the audit report. We don't advertise that going concern accounting is appropriate. Okay. But let us say 50-50 situation. So I'll name this first one as A, this one as B, and this one as C. 50-50 situation, B situation. Going concern basis of accounting is appropriate, but material uncertainty exists about entity's ability to continue as going concern. Students, it is very difficult for auditor in practical life to conclude, especially when the entity is struggling with its funds, to conclude whether it is a going concern or not a going concern. So most of the times auditor will come to such a conclusion that currently I think that, currently going concern assumption is appropriate, but we can't deny that there is a material uncertainty, about entity's ability to continue as going concern. Students, these are 50-50 situations, and this will depend again upon auditor's analysis. Understood? Where auditor is not able to clearly conclude. What I want to say is that before we go ahead, a golden rule है बेटा. इसके पहले कि आप audit पढ़ो, you should be very clear about your accounts. Only then you can study audit. That is why, whenever you study syllabus and the classes and stuff also, first little bit of accounts is done, then we can go ahead with audit. Tell me, आपने accounts में क्या सीखा है? That अगर there is a material uncertainty, ऐसा नहीं है कि going concern is over. No. There is a material uncertainty. In that case, accounts क्या बोलता है, क्या होना चाहिए? Accounts says that if there is a material uncertainty, I am writing B over here. ये B इधर लिखा. In that case, accounts बोलता है that management should provide adequate disclosures in the notes to accounts. What are the adequate disclosures in notes to accounts? ये तो मेरा portion भी नहीं है. This is accounts portion. But I have seen that many students are not aware about it. कौन से disclosures देने चाहिए notes to accounts में? एक, explaining the material uncertainty. MU is material uncertainty. And then explaining the plans to overcome such uncertainty. All right. So one is explaining the material uncertainty, and second, explaining the plans to overcome such uncertainty. These are the disclosures required by the management in the notes to accounts. They can continue to prepare, financial statements on the going concern assumption, where the situations are 50-50, but at least they need to provide adequate disclosures in the notes to accounts, explaining the material uncertainty and explaining the plans to overcome such uncertainty. All right. Okay. Now, let us say agar auditor has concluded this B possibility. So now there are two things. Either management has given these disclosures or they have not given the disclosures. So either management has provided adequate disclosures in the financial statements, or management does not provide adequate disclosures in the financial statements. Okay. If management provides adequate disclosures in the financial statements, then what to do? If management does not provide adequate disclosures in the financial statements, then what to do? I will explain. But let me create all the situations, then you will enjoy this discussion. Let us also discuss about C part. That going concern basis of accounting is inappropriate. What if auditor has concluded that going concern basis of accounting is inappropriate? Tell me, students. If going concern basis of accounting is inappropriate, which is a very harsh conclusion, we conclude this only if things are absolutely sure. Okay. Only if we are very clear that, okay, boss, going concern accounting is inappropriate. Otherwise, we don't conclude these. Then, what is required by accounts? I told you that before we start audit, it is important to know कि accounts में क्या लिखा है. Accounts बोलता है कि liquidation basis के ऊपर accounts बनाना शुरू करो, where balances will be disclosed at net realizable value basis. So now there are two possibilities. Either management amends the financial statements accordingly, or management does not amend the financial statements accordingly. Students, if management amends the financial statements accordingly, then what to do? If management does not amend the financial statements accordingly, then what to do? We will discuss about all the situations, but as per the level of difficulty. First, I will discuss the situation. Now we are ready for discussion. First, I will discuss the situation which students will understand very quickly. The last one. मैंने बोला management को that going concern accounting is inappropriate. It is very clear. Now prepare accounts on liquidation basis. Management says, no, we are not going to prepare accounts on liquidation basis. Do you realize that this decision of the management means that pura balance sheet is going to be misstated over here? Do you realize that this will create not just material impact, but it will also create pervasive impact? I hope you realize this. So boss, such kind of decision of the management, it will lead to financial statements being materially misstated. Pervasive aa gaya. Financial statements being materially misstated means the effect is material and pervasive. In that case, I will have to write in my audit report that financial statements do not show a true and fair view. Boss, you have got the evidence. Don't say that you have not got the evidence. You got the evidence. You concluded that going concern basis of accounting is inappropriate. You suggested management to do something. They are not doing it. It brings material and pervasive impact. In that case, auditor is going to give an adverse opinion. I hope you are clear with this situation. Yes, sir. Financial statements do not show true and fair. अब ये बात कर ले. यहाँ पे don't forget की situation क्या है. You concluded that there is a material uncertainty. It's not like going concern account assumption is inappropriate. You concluded that there is a material uncertainty for which there are some disclosures which management needs to provide. If management does not provide the required disclosures, अगर management required disclosures नहीं देता है, ये जो disclosures है वो नहीं देता है, it's an important disclosure, don't forget it. If they don't give this disclosure, then naturally financial statements में material misstatement तो है, because they are not giving the disclosures. Now, whether it is, देखो जब financial statements में material misstatement होता है तो either we give qualified opinion or adverse opinion. But whether it is pervasive or not, that decision has been left up to the auditor, because it will depend upon the kind of uncertainty that is. So here institute ने क्या लिखा है? That if management does not provide adequate disclosures in the financial statements, in that case, it leads to a material misstatement. it leads to a material misstatement. Auditor can give either qualified or adverse opinion. But I request whenever you're writing qualified, adverse and stuff, no, always give reference of SA 705. SA 705. All right. Okay. Now, students, please see, you cannot say, "Arey, there's too much of stuff. I don't want to read this." No, no, no. Please show some hunger to read it. Okay. Now we are discussing about we are discussing about little bit controversial situations. Focus. Let us say going concern basis of accounting is appropriate, but material uncertainty exists. We asked management to provide these disclosures. And let us say management provides adequate disclosures. Management gives it in the notes to account. Then can I say that we would like to highlight it in the audit report? Of course, yes. We would like to highlight it in the audit report, man. These notes to accounts, we want to highlight it in the audit report. Why? I will tell you. See, imagine the situation. Financial statements are prepared on going concern basis of accounting, but there is a material uncertainty. Then somewhere in the notes to accounts, they've written it. So there are, in some entities, you will see there are 70, 80 notes to accounts. So I would want to highlight it in the report that was in note number so and so, they have explained this material uncertainty so that people come to know about it. Yeah. That is why institute. Acha, are you thinking about emphasis of matter paragraph? Huh? Let me tell you, you are not wrong if you're thinking about it, because it is an accounting matter, all right, which has been correctly disclosed. It is satisfying all the conditions of emphasis of matter. Are you thinking about key audit matters in case of listed entity? Of course, this seems to be like a key audit matter, but neither emphasis of matter paragraph nor key audit matter paragraph for this particular situation. Institute has created a separate paragraph in the report, and when there are separate paragraphs created in the report, you don't mix it up with other concepts. So if you are thinking about emphasis of matter, key audit matter, let me tell you, you are not wrong. But here there is an exception, because institute has created a separate paragraph in the report. And in this country, if you want to stay alive, you do not touch the reservations and separate quotas created. Okay. If management has provided adequate disclosures in the financial statements, in that case, auditor must highlight such facts in a separate paragraph, और वो पैराग्राफ का नाम है दोस्तों, अरे चेहरा क्या देखते हो, टाइटल की तरफ देखो ना. Just look at the title. Auditor must highlight such facts in a separate paragraph called as material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. Called as material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. Sir, exactly what are we supposed to write? Sir, how it is written? Sir, if you're having such questions, very good. But we will be discussing more about that in SA 570. First, let me finish off the sensitive discussions. Students, मेरे को एक बात बताओ. Tell me something. If it was a listed entity, if it's a listed entity, and let us say if there was no concept of this material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph, don't you think that this is a key audit matter? हाँ, सच बताओ. It is a matter of utmost significance, yes or no, sir? Yes, sir. That is why institute says कि चलो आपका दिल रख लेते, आपको नहीं परेशान करते, आपका दिल रख लेते. Institute says okay, you explain in material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. यहाँ पे explain करने का boss, but auditor, I'm just putting two aspects here. Auditor should provide an additional reference in key audit matters para if SA 701 is applicable. Because you can't deny कि ये भाई ये है तो key audit matter ही. देखो बॉस, ये है तो की ऑडिट मैटर पैराग्राफ ही, ये है तो की ऑडिट मैटर यार, बट अभी इसके लिए अलग से पैराग्राफ है तो क्या करें? देन वील हैव टू पुट इट इन अदर पैराग्राफ. अंडरस्टूड दिस? सो बट वी कांट डिनाई कि conceptually it is also a key audit matter. That is why एक लिखेंगे going concern paragraph में, but key audit matters में एक one line में we will just give a reference that boss, this has been covered, this has been I mean there is a material uncertainty and it has been explained under material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. Two things to connect with this concept, two things. इसलिए जब बेटा मैं key audit matter paragraph पढ़ा रहा था तभी ये लाइन पढ़ो तो, if SA 701 is applicable and key audit matters have been already covered by other paragraphs, then auditor should mention such fact in the audit report. So you thought that this is a key audit matter, but it is technically getting covered under this paragraph, material uncertainty related to going concern. Then anyways ऐसे 701 में भी लिखा था कि एक reference दे दो. Please, okay. और एक और line आपको समझाना है ऐसे 701 का, which I had erased earlier. Now we are in a position to understand this. A key audit matter is not a substitute for. अभी आपको समझेगा कि ये क्या लिखा है. Key audit matter is not a substitute for describing material uncertainty related to going concern as per SA 570. Oh, so if there is a material uncertainty, याद रखना material uncertainty and inappropriate ये दोनों अलग words हैं. If there is a material uncertainty, खतरा है, खत्म नहीं हुआ. If there is a material uncertainty related to going concern, and if management has provided adequate disclosures, then we highlight it separately under material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. And even though it is a listed entity, please understand that this will be explained over here. Additional reference should be given in key audit matters paragraph, but main explanation will go in this paragraph, material uncertainty related to going concern. That means key audit matters paragraph, although it can substitute emphasis of matter, other matter, but key audit matters paragraph cannot substitute material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. I understand that it is too much to remember everything, but these are difficult topics. So you will have to give two readings, at least two readings of all the notes. I have covered every possible situation. Understood this? Okay. Just to make you feel good, I cannot skip things. Students, even if you have attended earlier lectures of mine somewhere else, still there was one possibility which I didn't used to discuss at inter-CA level, because two things. It is difficult for even final CA students to understand, and it was not given in your module also. But now in the May 21 modules, I see that they have given it. So we will discuss it and we will ensure that we excel in it. That is this possibility. I'm using a different ink now. This possibility. ये क्या है? Going concern basis of accounting is inappropriate. Management को बोला कि going concern basis of accounting is inappropriate. Prepare liquidation accounts. You bloody prepare liquidation accounts. And management agrees. Manager बोलता है yes, correct. Bingo. We will prepare liquidation accounts. Let's do this. So they amend the financial statements. They prepare liquidation accounts. Do you realize, students? Because उन्होंने adjustment कर दिया है. Do you realize that what will be the impact on my opinion? No impact, because financial statements are showing a true and fair view. जो हुआ है actually वो दिख रहा है accounts में. So no impact, clean opinion. Clean opinion, of course, yes. But naturally, this is a very important matter which I would like to highlight it in the report. तो ये आप कहाँ पे highlight करोगे? Institute says that for this particular situation, don't use material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. No. Don't use that. Why? Because please understand, ये जो paragraph है material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph, वो क्यों आया? पहले तो क्यों आया? Because जब material uncertainty होती है, I've already explained in English, but I'm just using Hindi now. जब material uncertainty होती है बेटा, तो मैनेजमेंट अकाउंट्स तो नॉर्मल ही बनाता है, पर नोट्स टू अकाउंट्स में कहीं दूर 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 लिख देता है कि ऐसा मटेरियल अनसर्टेनिटी, तो हमको वो हाईलाइट करना है। दैट इज वाई ये अलग से ऐसा पैराग्राफ आया, मटेरियल अनसर्टेनिटी रिलेटेड टू गोइंग। अभी हर एक सिचुएशन के लिए अलग अलग पैराग्राफ देने लगे तो ऑडिट रिपोर्ट विल लुक लाइक अ सीबीआई चार्जशीट। अब समझो कि जब गोइंग कंसर्न बेसिस ऑफ अकाउंटिंग इज इनअप्रोप्रिएट, we told management to prepare liquidation accounts and they agreed. Do you understand that the moment someone looks at the balance sheet, they will realize that going concern accounting is inappropriate. Why? Because balance sheet में clearly दिख रहा है that things have been prepared on liquidation basis, net realizable value. तो यहाँ पे ऑडिट रिपोर्ट में बहुत ज्यादा एकदम अलग पैराग्राफ देके हाईलाइट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ऑफ कोर्स इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, आई एम नॉट सेइंग नो इट इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट, बट वी डोंट रिक्वायर इट टू हाईलाइट इट सेपरेटली. With that logic institute says that this can go either in emphasis of matter paragraph because it is an accounting matter which is important for the users, और तुमको लिखना है तो लिखो ये चीज, because accounts से तो बहुत clear है. So it's not like management is hiding anything, बहुत clear है accounts से. तो तुमको लिख रहा है तो लिखो, but normally we would like to write it. So we write it in either in emphasis of matter paragraph as per SA 706, sorry, or एक मिनट, अगर listed entity है, it is a matter of utmost significance, which it is, you put it in key audit matters or key audit matters para as per SA 701 if SA 701 is applicable, as per auditor's judgment, based upon auditor's judgment. ये तो मेरे फाइनल से के स्टूडेंट्स को भी डिफिकल्ट लगता है समझने को, बिकॉज ऑडिट में कभी इतना टाइम दिया ही नहीं है ना लोगों ने, यार क्या करे. इट इज गिवन अ स्टेप मदरली ट्रीटमेंट, look at this, and then institute gives you step motherly treatment, but this time you want to clear. So going concern basis of accounting if it is inappropriate, liquidation basis पे हमने बोला accounts बनाओ, उन्होंने बना दिया liquidation basis पे account, impact on opinion, clean opinion, but auditor wants to highlight it, put it either in emphasis of matter paragraph, but if it is a listed entity naturally ये तो बहुत important matter होगा, you put it in key audit matters. The main thing that I wanted to explain is you will not use the paragraph material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. All right, okay. Oh my god. All right, lots of discussions today, né? Lots of discussions that we have done today. Now if I am a real professor, then in that case, just a minute, if I am a real professor, then in that case I should give you some kind of working to remember these things. Just a minute. Because in exams, when you are writing MCQs and stuff, of course, this is going to be a big deal, right? Okay. So students, using all my expertise, I am now coming up with a very important chart, the chart of your life when it comes to audit report. And this chart you will have to prepare. I'm not going to save this. I'm not going to put it on Google Drive. You will have to write this. All right. Okay. So all the matters in audit report. ये ना पूरा पढ़ाई करके इतना पता चला that all the matters in audit report, I can classify it into 3 parts. Understood this? Okay. One is matters related to items which are presented or disclosed in the financial statements, or matters related to the audit procedures, scope of audit, auditor's responsibility, etc. So this, okay. Or matters prescribed by law upon which auditor needs to comment in his audit report. Students, this concept I have not discussed with you because I will be discussing this concept in company audit. In his audit report. But I'll just tell you कि ऐसी जितनी भी matters हैं which are prescribed by law upon which auditor needs to comment in his audit report. बेटा ऐसी जितनी भी matters है which are prescribed by law upon which auditor needs to comment in his audit report, इसके लिए एक separate paragraph है which is called as report on other legal and regulatory requirements paragraph. Report on other legal and regulatory requirements paragraph. All right, okay, we will discuss about it later on. अच्छा, इतना पता चला that if matters are related to the audit procedure, scope of audit, etc., I want to write something which is related to my audit procedure, scope of audit, so that I can bring more clarity, you know, about the audit that has been performed. So the basic check over here is that such disclosure, it's going to be a big chart, such disclosure is prohibited by law, or such disclosure is not prohibited by law. अगर ऑडिट रिपोर्ट में डिस्क्लोजर लिखना अलाउड नहीं है, if it is prohibited by law, in that case don't report. If disclosure is not prohibited by law, but you still want to write it, understood this? Okay, then first SA 701 is applicable or SA 701 is not applicable. All right, if SA 701 is applicable, then auditor के judgment के ऊपर dependent है कि is it a matter of utmost significance? Is it a matter of utmost significance? Yes, no. This will be decided based upon auditor's professional judgment. Understood this? Okay. Now, ऊपर से पढ़ते वापस. If matters are related to the audit procedures, scope of audit, etc., if disclosure is not prohibited by law, if SA 701 is not applicable, in that case, we write this in other matter paragraph. All right, okay, fine. Then, if SA 701 is applicable, if it is a matter of utmost significance, then we write it in key audit matters paragraph. If it is not a matter of utmost significance, then even though SA 701 is applicable, but still we will write it in other matter paragraph. I hope I am clear over here. But the biggest chart comes over here. Matters related to items presented or disclosed in financial statements. Here we will just put 2 stars and we will go on the next page. Okay, here we have some space. Fine. So, auditor wants to write something in the audit reports about the matters presented or disclosed in the financial statements. So, auditor wants to write something about the financial items which are normally disclosed in the financial statements. It could be a transaction, balance, disclosure. All right. Okay. First of all, whether sufficient appropriate audit evidence is available or sufficient appropriate audit evidence is not available. Or sufficient appropriate audit evidence is not available. If sufficient appropriate audit evidence is not available, see, ऑडिटर को लिखना है रिपोर्ट में, तो मैं एटलीस्ट इतना तो अज्यूम कर रहा हूँ कि ये जो भी है वो मटेरियल है. All right. So if sufficient appropriate audit evidence is not available, अभी ये summary chart है, so I'll go very fast. Understood this? So it is either qualified opinion or disclaimer of opinion. When there will be qualified opinion, when it is material but not pervasive. Then it will be disclaimer when it is material and pervasive. All right. Okay. If sufficient appropriate audit evidence is available, तो आपका conclusion क्या है? A, C, B, D is correct. या जो भी करना था, amount, classification, presentation, disclosure, जो भी required था, whether it is correct. Or A, C, B, D is incorrect. If amount, classification, presentation, disclosure is incorrect, and if it is a material item, then in that case, either qualified opinion or adverse opinion. Qualified opinion when it is material but not pervasive. Adverse opinion when it is material and pervasive. Fine. Okay. Sufficient appropriate audit evidence available. And let us say ACPD, amount, classification, presentation, disclosure is correct. It is correct. Okay. Then in that case, the first thing that you are supposed to think is, see, tell me, if I tell you there are three brothers, emphasis of matter, key audit matters, and material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. Which one is the most dominant brother? Material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph, because it cannot be substituted by any other paragraph. Best this. So sufficient appropriate audit evidence is available. ACPD is correct, but first think about this. Is it related to going concern? आपको जो लिखना है क्या वो going concern का मैटर है? आपको जो लिखना है क्या वो going concern का मैटर है? Yes, no. Let us say going concern का मैटर नहीं. Going concern का मैटर नहीं. Like there are some changes in accounting policies and stuff. Example, changes in accounting policies, but it is correctly recorded. Changes in accounting policies and stuff, but it is correctly recorded. Fine. Okay. Then in that case, the very first thing that we are going to think is SA 701 applicable? Because now we have to choose between key audit matters and emphasis of matter. Because going concern ka discussion is gone now. So it is not related to going concern. Is 701 applicable? Key audit matters? Yes. No. If 701 is applicable, then is it a matter of utmost significance? Is it a matter of utmost significance? Okay. Yes. No. इधर देखो. If ऊपर से पढ़ने का, हमेशा ऊपर से पढ़ने का, so that you don't get confused. Whatever you want to write is about matter presented or disclosed in financial statement. Yes. Evidence is available. Yes. ACPD is correct. Yes. Is it related to going concern? No. Is 701 applicable? No. Then emphasis of matter paragraph. As per SA 706. Okay. If SA 701 is applicable, yes. Is it a matter of utmost significance? That auditor is going to decide based upon his judgment. Yes. Then key audit matters para. SA 701. Is it a matter of utmost significance? No. But still you want to write it? Okay. Emphasis of matter paragraph. Fine. Again, matter presented or disclosed in financial statement. Sufficient appropriate audit evidence is available. Sufficient appropriate audit evidence is available. Okay. ACPD is correct. ACPD is correct. ACPD is correct. Is it related to going concern? Yes. Acha, what exactly about going concern? Okay. Let us say going concern assumption is appropriate. Are yaar. No need to write anything. Just smile. Okay. You want to describe about material uncertainty related to going concern. You want to describe about material uncertainty related to going concern. Don't forget which has been explained in the notes to accounts. NTA notes to accounts. So you write when you're writing, write properly. It is explained in the notes to accounts. In that case, you are going to write this matter under which paragraph? Under material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph. If SA 701 is applicable, you will still write it in this paragraph only, material uncertainty under going concern paragraph, but just additionally give a reference. Give a reference in key audit matter paragraph. Additionally, just give a reference in key audit matters paragraph. Understood? और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Okay. ऊपर से matter presented or disclosed in financial statement ACPD is correct. Is it related to going concern? Yes. और क्या लिखना है exactly? Let us say that going concern assumption is inappropriate. अरे but management ने liquidation accounts बना लिया है. Management has prepared liquidation accounts. Going concern assumption is inappropriate over management has prepared liquidation accounts. Then just treat it like a normal accounting matter. You know, अब देखना अभी ये समझते हैं. And then I will apply this same logic. Is SA 701 because material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph में नहीं जाएगा. वहां पे तो नहीं जाएगा. Because material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph is just for this particular situation. You are not going to create your own assumptions and own perceptions. If you try to study the book by the T, then in that case, there won't be any problem. The problems come when you try to just develop your own book. That's a problem. So if going concern assumption is inappropriate, if management has prepared liquidation accounts, then again, it will be either emphasis of matter or key audit matter, but thinking ऐसे होगा, if 701 is applicable, if it is a matter of utmost significance, then key audit matter. 701 applicable, no, then emphasis of matter. देखो ये तो होगा नहीं 701 applicable and it is not a matter of utmost significance because it is a matter of utmost significance. So either if 701 is applicable, you put it in key audit matters. If 701 is not applicable, you put it in emphasis of matter. But don't touch material uncertainty related to going concern paragraph in this situation. Be careful about it.